We got our band name because I decided before the band even formed that I wasn't going to ever deal with being in a band that couldn't agree on a band name again. And as I asked the guys to join my band, that was one of the first questions was, are you okay with being in a band called Vicious Phishes?
Yeah, we all met because of a friend of ours, Jeffrey Martin Andrews. He went hiking in Mission Trails one week and never came back. He had a massive heart attack, and that was the end of that. So to help us deal with the sudden loss of a true friend, we met at his wake, and we were both supposed to play. And it was just a really rough night, and weeks and months passed, and we just spent more and more time together making music, creating music. And then Trinity knew Greg from working at Guitar Trader, and that she brought in the final piece.
So we started out hip hop just with a beat, and then we kind of added the lyrics as rap. And then we wanted to take it live, so we took it acoustic. And then we got the violin player who was temporarily with us, so that kind of formed us as a classical acoustic hip hop band. We haven't fully lost the classical part with losing the violin player because a lot of the guitar players we're bringing in actually play a lot of classical style music.
It's kind of cool to be able to join a band where all these different styles kind of come into a melting pot, and the writing kind of flows, and there's also an improvisational aspect to it as well, which is kind of fun.
I always forget to talk about my actual early experiences with music, and that being my parents played music. So they played coffee shops and always together and always with other musicians, and they always had big jam sessions at my house. So I was always around it like that. So I learned a lot of older music from them.
I started playing keyboard and piano when I was younger. My mom never wanted me to play guitar because of my uncle and his bands. So as soon as I was old enough and moved out, I bought a guitar, of course.
So I definitely think that the binding thing would be the soul factor. A lot of soul in the blues and the feel. I try to bring into this group is definitely soul.
That's one of my favorite things about this band is our versatility can get us into a lot of different places. I mean, we've done 1-year-old birthday parties, 16-year-old birthday parties, weddings.
We would really just like to be all over the map eventually, obviously. Actually, he's already been signed and toured all over the place with Mower, the very popular San Diego band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was on Suburban Noise Records with Cottonmouth Kings and Unwritten Law, and so I toured with those guys in Japan and the U.S. for probably 7 years. So it's kind of cool to, have seen that and then, come to a band with a totally different sound and kind of watch that flourish.
I guess as far as success for us, for myself, if I can pay my bills and just spend my time doing music, that would be amazing.
To me, I feel success we've already had. Because this just fell into my lap basically. So anytime we do something bigger, we played 4th and B, we've done the House of Blues, we've done radio station gigs. Some weeks we do 5 gigs a week, so this is I feel that's pretty successful already. So anything from here on out is just icing on the cake.
Being at a certain level in industry, had an MTV2 video and some radio play and stuff, I realized that it was all about being yourself and not trying to box yourself into a certain sound to please the masses. So to me, success is also playing from your heart and just being yourself.
I had the best music teacher ever when I was in the jazz in my old college, at Solano Community College back at home 10 years ago. One of the things that always stuck with me that he said is if you're going to be different, then you better be a badass. Basically, if you're going to be different, then you better be special or be good at being different. Otherwise you might as well just be like everybody else and play the same thing that's popular and just kind of blend in, So if you're going to be good, bring it.
Bring it.